Do you know where the fuck you are? You're in the jungle, baby. You're gonna die. Hi, I'm Mishti Max, and I'm here to share the makeup I wore to the Guns N' Roses gig. Happiness is guaranteed. It was made for this holographic style highlighter effect that using the pink and gold cheek shiners gave me, and I really loved the thematic eye bling I crammed either side of my rosy eyeshadow. So, welcome to the jungle. I've got a tongue like a razor, a sweet switchblade knife, so I whipped out some sticky tape to get a sharp winged out edge. It all fits so right when I fade into the night. I've seen everything imaginable pass before these eyes, so I know to prime my lids with Too Faced Shadow Insurance, smearing it all over the areas I want splattered with eyeshadow, including underneath the eye. Living on the run for oh so long, I gotta go collect, so I hefted up my new Sugarpill Pro palette, and I fluffed heart-shaped cookie all across my brow bone, all the way to the tape. Back in town and our all new friends, they're saying how you been. I just shoved a Sedona Lace EB09 blending brush right into Clementine, and crammed that delicious peachy shade up under my brow, buffing it into my inner crease. I also fuzzed out the edges with the fluffy eyeshadow brush with heart-shaped cookie on it. If I say I don't need anyone, I can say these things to you, cause I snuck a bit of Sugarpill Suburbia onto the same blending brush, and continued that flow across the rest of the crease for a transition shade. I can turn on anyone just like I've turned on you, and I slid back to Kat Von D Clementine to tickle the edges and smooth those shades together. I stole a bite of heart-shaped cookie to fade out the edges, cause no one needs the sorrow, no one needs the pain. She said you ain't special, so I took another slice of Suburbia to pull it all the way through to the inner crease. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place with NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in milk to besmirch the inner third of my lid. To complete the creamy layer, Makeup Geek Gel Eyeliner in Poison gets in the ring, and I fingered that into the outer half of my lid and up to the crease, blending it into the white on the inner chunk with more white cream on my ever-useful finger. I might be a little young, but honey, I ain't naive, and I know only Star from the Pastel Goth palette will do for the inner corner. And I stroked that up into the inner crease with the Sigma Shader Lid E56. And if I stared too long, I'd probably break down and cry, so I buffed that up into the inner crook with some more Clementine. I make the fire, but I miss the firefight. I hit the bullseye every night with Sugarpill Love Plus eyeshadow, patted on the rest of the lid, and pulled it out to the crease with the Smith 256 brush. And I don't worry about nothing, no, cause worrying's a waste of my fucking time. I just go for some Sugarpill Flame Point between the yellow and the red, going back to KVD Star to get the gradient smooth. I used to do a little, but a little wouldn't do, so a little got more and more. I just keep trying to get a little better, set a little better than before. So I began blending the red up into the crease with some Suburbia and the EB09 brush. Sit sugar, make it slow, and we come together fine. All we need is just a little patience, and some more Love Plus on the blending brush to push that higher up, and keeping that in line with some heart-shaped cookie at the outer edge. And all they got to rule the nation, but all I got is precious time, and a little fiddling with the yellow and the peach on the inner corner, and touching up the outer wing. When you were young and your heart was an open book, you used to say live and let live, but it's time to deepen up the outer corner with some deep brown Sugarpill Castle on the Hill shadow on the Sigma E47 Shaded Crease brush. Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Take me home to some Sugarpill Love Plus and KVD Star to touch up the lid with the blending brushes and the Smith flat brush to keep the lid going strong. Always hungry for something that I haven't had yet, and I'll just slip in to darken up the crease and outer corner with Makeup Geek Bitten, getting in there with the pointed crease brush. Fucked up and out of place, that's how I felt back then. So I'm blending some more Love Plus across the lid to merge the deeper red into the fiery blast of hot stuff. I'm right next door to hell and so many eyes are on me. So I go in with some more Makeup Geek Bitten to get that crease and outer V the way I like it. That cold black cloud is coming down. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door while I'm applying some Inglot Matte Gel Eyeliner in number 77 to my tightline. It's a bad obsession. It's always messing with my mind. But I'm back to bitten with the Zoeva 237 Detail Shader Brush along the lash line. I ain't playing childhood games no more. I said it's time for me to even the score. So I had to sterilize the MAC pencil in Night Moth so I can scribble it on my waterline, but just on the outer half. And I'll leave you lying on the bed, cause I thought the inner half of the waterline would look cool with the orange ColourPop eyeliner in Puppy. I can't stop thinking about sinking down into my bed with some more Inglot Gel eyeliner smeared along the outer 2/3 of the lower lash line and blended out with a cotton bud. And I tapered that in towards the inner corner with a makeup wipe. So who you fooling? Don't try to give me a line. But I can't stop thinking about seeing you one more time. So here's Bitten again, and I'm running that along the lower lash line. You get nothing for nothing if that's what you do. Turn around, bitch, I got a use for you. A little Inglot liner along the outer third, and it's going to help darken up the winged look with a pointed cotton bud. Replay the part, you stole my heart, I should have known you're crazy. So bittersweet, but more bitten over the top with that detailed brush. But baby, call another name when you feel the fire and taste the flame. Smoothed across with the Smith Big Fatty. And I touched up the yellow for the gradient too. Well, she's all geared up, walking down the street, and I can feel the slime dripping down her sleeve. So after I cleaned it off, I smeared some NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil on the inner corner. Scratch, scratch, she's clawing at the door. Whoa, no, I can't take it anymore. So I crammed on some star, and then lightened it up with some skull over the top, blending it together. You was just a temporary lover, honey, you ain't the first. Lots of others came before you, woman, and Mary Lou came in to satisfy my inner sanctum. Where as a child I'd hide and pray for the thunder and the rain to quietly pass me by, while I added some Urban Decay Eldorado pencil over the inner third of the lash line and blended it into the darkness. I've had everything that's tangible, honey, you'd be surprised. I'm a sexual innuendo in this burned out paradise. So I wiped off the orange from the start of the waterline and added some gold there instead. With your bitch slap rapping and your cocaine tongue, you get nothing done except dip a Sigma EO5 eyeliner brush into some lit clearly liquid glitter base and pressed some sugar pilled Penelope over the gold on the lower lash line. Well, you can't refuse and you just can't choose what she's gonna do except try to tap on some dry Penelope over the top. I'm a cold heartbreaker fit to burn, and I'll rip your heart in two. Slopping some lit Mexican Lucky glitter in number 2 over the top of the sugar pill Penelope with that same glitter base. This tragedy won't ask for absolution, yet I blended the copper into the burgundy with some dry Penelope. If you don't shut your mouth, you're gonna feel the floor, with some more Bitten merging that across the lower lash line too. She's got a smile, it seems to me, reminds me of childhood memories, just like bringing back Mary Luminizer to connect the inner corner. This melody inside of me still searches for solution, so I peel away the sticky tape and reveal the sharp edge. I hate to see you walking out there, but I have to wipe off that fallout off the rest of my face and connect the lower lash line using a makeup wipe. Attitude, what you got's a fucking attitude. I can't believe what you say to me. You got some attitude, and I've got some of my usual weird snacks. So easy, but nothing seems to please me. It all fits so right when I fade into the night. And I tried to blend out the lower edge with some Love Plus and heart-shaped cookie. I really didn't like the way it was going, so I used a makeup wipe and just removed that shit to keep it tighter to the lashes. My way, your way, anything goes tonight. Tied up, tied down, up against the wall. Be my Rubbermaid baby and we can do it all. With this S&M torture device to curl the lashes. Raw power's got a magic touch. Raw power is much too much. With heart-shaped cookie on the brow bone and clementine blended up in that nook. I said I'm a mean machine, been drinking gasoline, and honey, you can make my motor hum. Using crap tons of CoverGirl Club Crusher mascara to chunk up those lashes. Found a head and an arm in a garbage can, and I don't know why I'm here, but I smoothed out the lower lash line with some cookie goodness. But if this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give in and cry, say live and let die, and brush through some MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. I got a Molotov cocktail with a match to go, and I smoke my cigarette with style. And the Urban Decay Brow Box Light Powder lets my fluffy brows burn through the night. Double talk and jive, get the money, motherfucker, cause I got no more patience for unruly brows. So NYX Tinted Brow Gel comes in for a stroke. Maybe, baby, you got something to lose. Well, I got something for you. Some L'Oreal Lumi Magique Pure Light Primer. I know that I'm a classic case. Watch my disenchanted face, applying a super light layer of Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation in 51 with some MAC Fix Plus and a black leather beauty blender. A twist of faith, a change of heart cures my infatuation, and Revlon Photo Ready Brightener color corrects the pits of my under eye circles. Pounced in with the beauty blender, of course. Well, I'm a West Coast struttin', one bad mother got a rattlesnake suitcase under my arm, and in it is some MAC Pro Longwear Concealer for under my eye. If I thought that I was crazy, well, I guess I'd have more fun and use the usual diffuse light ambient lighting powder from Hourglass through the center of the face, especially anywhere I put the concealer. And I can tell you, honey, you can make my money tonight with a brow pencil for that beauty spot. Sometimes I need some time on my own, but I just had to join the lower wings up and slightly blend out the eye makeup into the face base. I could rest my head just knowing that you were mine, and the MAC blush in my paradise was draped up at an angle over my cheeks. Loaded like a freight train, flying like an aeroplane, feeling like a space brain, one more highlight tonight, with Kat Von D Alchemist palette shade in Opal, high up on the cheekbones, and I circled that around to above my brows and the sides of my forehead, and fingered it on my Cupid's bow. I might be too much, but honey, you're a bit obscene. Yet I added some Mary Lou just below the pink highlighter to give a holographic or even holosexual appearance to the face. I kept the pink closer to the eyes and the gold shining more on the center of the face. I really slapped it on thickly for a rockin' out stage effect. And after a quick costume change, just like you, I got my vices. I got a thought that it would be nice to use some MAC Prep and Prime Lip. Crack, crack, I'm feeling so sore. I never should have asked for black leather. Or Makeup Forever Aqua Lip Liner in 8C to line my lips and fill them in all the way. And I can do you favors, but then you'll do whatever I like. Here I am, and you're a rocket queen, with the Jeffree Star Rich Blood Velour Liquid Lipstick smeared all over the lips. I look in the eyes of the seventh girl, fall deep in love in the underworld, but still remember to avoid lipstick on the teeth with the cotton bud. I got one chance left in a 9 Live cat. I got a dog-eat-dog slice smile. I got some Prozade glue with a cotton bud to go, dotting on 2 blobs either side. Right next door to hell, I got nowhere else to be. Right next door to hell, feels like the walls are closing in on me, so I'm sticking some red roses either side of my eyes. To add the guns element, I stuck on a gunmetal spike, cause you could be mine, but you're way out of line, using tweezers and the same adhesive. Mama put my guns in the ground, I can't shoot them anymore. But I can place on a red rhinestone in front of those roses. Dance to the beat of the living dead, you'll see baby stay away from there. So I pressed on Sugar Pill Asylum pigment to finish off the deep red and metallic lip. And it also properly sets the liquid lipstick. It don't really matter. You're gonna find out for yourself. I spritzed the highlight zones with MAC Fix Plus to settle the powders into the skin. And 'cause nothing lasts forever, even cold November rain, I sprayed my face with Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And if you're alone and you got the feel, so am I, baby. Let's roll on out of here and off to the gig. You can check out my gig vlog, which I've linked in the usual places, and see how awesome this reunion of Guns N' Roses was. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this gig get ready with me makeup tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Also check out my band and podcast on iTunes, and my PO box is in the description box.